Bonjour tout le monde, this is page 14 of Communication progressive du français à l'épicerie. So on my channel you can find Parler des quantités. I think it's an old version, so I may have to make a new one. Also, I keep the notes here because I still have this. I mean, I have the same questions over and over again, so I keep the same. I don't remove anything. I don't erase anything. So that would be page 14, okay? À l'épicerie, le client, l'épicier. So there are two guys, masculine forms. Alors, il me faut du jambon, du comté, de la crème fraîche, des œufs. So for those who cannot pronounce this correctly, I mean, to a certain extent, you can just say des œufs. It's not recommended, but it would be better to say des œufs. But if you have difficulties to pronounce that, you can just say des œufs. That's where people understand you. De l'eau. Bonjour monsieur, je voudrais un morceau de comté, s'il vous plaît. Voilà monsieur, et avec ceci, donnez-moi aussi un petit pot de crème fraîche et une douzaine d'œufs. Voilà, ce sera tout? Non. Il me faut aussi 4 tranches de jambon, s'il vous plaît. Et je vais prendre 2 bouteilles d'eau minérale. So I don't like the d'eau plate. It's like flat water. We don't say that anymore, so it's better to say minéral. Okay? So I need, il me faut, it's like it's necessary to me. I need some ham, some comté, that's the name of a hard cheese, de la crème fraîche. So American English will be sour cream. It's like a it's a creamy cream, but it's you can find crème fraîche in some American stores. So, but sour cream, just to keep it simple. Some eggs and some water. So keep in mind, here we are talking about an indefinite quantity. That means we don't specify the quantity of the item. So some. So basically, if I want to understand better, so where's my okay. So here, what I have, some, in French is not just translated, you don't have one translation. Well, it depends on gender. And I know some people can feel like, oh, we don't talk about gender anymore. And I'm like, yes, I know, but still, it's a language we are learning, so we need to make an effort here. So, du, that would be the masculine form. De la would be feminine form. De l'apostrophe, it's for a noun starting with an H or a vowel, any kind of vowel. De, the plural form. So basically, du is a contraction of de le, de, and the second word, the second article is le, le. And de is a contraction of de les, so de and les. Okay, but that doesn't exist in French, so we contract that and we have du, de. Now, so that's what they are talking about here. Du, de la, de l'apostrophe D. Du jambon, du fromage, de la crème fraîche, de la crème, de l'eau, de l'huile, des épinards. There's a liaison here. So, some ham, some comté, some crème fraîche, some eggs, some water. Hello, sir. I would like... So, une tranche de non, une tranche will be for a slice of something here. So, I'm going to remove it. So, un morceau de comté is like a chunk of something, a piece of something. S'il vous plaît. Voilà, monsieur. Et avec ceci. So, here you go, sir. And with this, or anything else. So, remember, if we say un morceau de comté, that would be considered to be a definite quantity. I still have to precise or to specify the quantity. Either I can talk about grams, or I can talk about, a chunk of something, a small piece of something, or a large piece. So they will put the knife on the cheese and will ask you a little bit more or a little bit less. So after you can guide them. So please, here you go, sir. Anything else? Give me. So give me is the formal form here. It's like, please give me also a small container of crème fraîche and a dozen of eggs. If I want to be casual, I would say, donne-moi. But you cannot speak like this when you go to a store. So donnez-moi, give me. Here you go, that will be all. No, I also need, so il me faut, it's necessary to me, or I need also 4 slices of ham, so 4 tranches de jambon, please. And so literally is like, and I'm going to take 2 bottles of mineral water. So you can also say I'll have, but the literal translation is je vais prendre, I'm going to take, but you can go to the extent of saying I'll have. Les produits de base, so basic products, sont produces, le riz, the rice, les pâtes, the pasta, le sucre, the sugar, la farine, the flour, la confiture, the jam. So there is always the in French. We specify that. Le miel, so that would be honey, but don't forget there is an article in French. Les conserves, cans, la sauce tomate, tomato sauce, la mayonnaise, mayo, l'huile, oil, le vinaigre, vinegar, le sel, salt, le poivre, pepper, black pepper, l'eau minérale, mineral water, le vin, wine, la bière, beer. Des produits frais, so fresh products, le jambon, ham. Again, I'm not saying some ham, I'm saying the ham, basically. Le fromage, cheese, le lait, milk, le beurre, butter, le yaourt, yogurt, la crème fraîche, sour cream, or fresh cream if you want, les œufs, eggs, les fruits, fruits, les légumes, vegetables, la viande, so that would be meat, le porc, so I don't pronounce the C, le porc, pig, pork, le bœuf, beef, l'agneau, lamb, le veau, veal, le poulet, chicken. Le saumon, so le poisson, fish. So we don't have a plural form here. I mean, we could, les viandes ou les poissons. But in general, we would just say fish or meat. Le saumon, salmon, la truite, trout, le thon, tuna, la sole, son. Je mange beaucoup de saumon. So here it's not thon, but ton, T-O-N sound. So je mange beaucoup de saumon. I eat a lot of salmon. So basically, so far, what you should remember, that would be like 4 ways of asking politely something. Either you buy it or you order something. Je voudrais un paquet de biscuits, un pot de crème. I would like a pack of cookies and a container of cream. Il me faut un morceau de fromage, une tranche de jambon. I need a piece of cheese and a slice of ham. Donnez-moi un tube de mayonnaise. Give me a tube of mayonnaise. Je vais prendre une bouteille d'huile. I'm going to take or I'll have a bottle of oil. On distingue l'eau minérale plate sans gaz, Evian, Volvic, et l'eau gazeuse, Perrier, Badois. So we distinguish the mineral water, flat, without gas, Evian, Volvic, and sparkling water, Perrier, Badois, and also San Pellegrino. I prefer this one actually because Badois is nice, Perrier is a tiny bit strong, it's not natural, but San Pellegrino is a natural one. There are different natural sparkling waters in Italy, so it's kind of cheap, and sometimes you can refill as well your bottle for free. Now, vrai ou faux? So you already have the answers. Le client achète un morceau de fromage, c'est vrai. He buys a chunk of cheese, yes. Il achète aussi 12 œufs. He also buys 12 eggs, c'est vrai. L'épicier n'a pas d'eau minérale, so the grocery guy doesn't have any mineral water. This is when we don't know actually, because we could have said, look, he's not answering in the dialogue. So he doesn't have any mineral water. He's not saying anything. So we assume he has. So in n'a pas, he doesn't have any. C'est faux. Be careful with the verb avoir, to have. J'ai, tu as, il, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils, elles ont, they have. Okay. So here we have a combination of indefinite quantities and definite quantities. So if I don't have a specification, that means I'm talking about some. Du jambon, some ham. 2 tranches de jambon, 2 slices of ham, une bouteille d'huile, a bottle of oil, de l'huile, some oil, 1 kilo de farine, a kilo of flour, de la farine, some flour, des œufs, some eggs, une douzaine d'œufs, a dozen of eggs, des biscuits, some cookies, un paquet de biscuits, a pack of cookies. Numéro 1, un paquet de pâtes. Numéro 2, un poulet rôti, or we could say du poulet rôti, but it's better to say un poulet rôti because we see one. Numéro 3, un pot de yaourt. 4, un pot de confiture, or we can say de la confiture, some jam. Numéro 5, des œufs, some eggs, 6 œufs, 6 eggs, une demi-douzaine d'œufs, it's like half a dozen of eggs. Une bouteille d'huile, bottle of oil. Une douzaine de pommes, une douzaine. So une dizaine. We have another expression that doesn't exist in English is une dizaine de. So instead of saying une douzaine, 12, we say une dizaine, 10. It's like a group of 10. Now, bonjour madame, vous désirez? Je voudrais une bouteille d'huile d'olive, s'il vous plaît. Oui madame, et avec ceci. Donnez-moi aussi 6 œufs et un pot de crème fraîche. Ce sera tout? Oui, merci. So be careful the difference between donne-moi, casual, donnez-moi, formal. So here we ask for Roquefort, it's a blue cheese, the French blue cheese. Beurre, butter. Miel, honey. Vinaigre, vinegar. Farine, flour. Il me faut du Roquefort, donnez-moi du beurre. Je voudrais prendre du vinaigre, du miel. Je voudrais de la farine. So I want to specify something here because the lesson is over. Just keep in mind that the gender is kind of important in French. That doesn't mean we are against the neutral gender and all this stuff. That doesn't mean this. It's just, well, the French grammar and also Italian grammar, Spanish grammar, Portuguese grammar have similarities. They specify the gender. Well, it's the same in German. The gender is kind of specified. Now we have the French Academy, which is a place where, you know, they add or remove words in the dictionary. They also protect the language. That doesn't mean they are against everything, but they are talking about the fact, you know, there are new pronouns nowadays, so they don't know if they want to incorporate them in the language or they won't. So it's kind of a polemic right now, but for the time being, we have this kind of grammar, and I respect the rules of the French grammar. Anyway, I'm not doing politics. I'm just following the rules. You have a nice day, and I'll talk to you soon. Au revoir.